You ever watch someone just fumble the bag? The money is in their hand for their business, and then they just give it away to their competition. That's what I see every time I talk to a venue owner, a real estate agent, or a home service pro, or even an online business owner. See, you're getting inquiries, and people are actually raising their hand and saying, I want what you have to offer. But when it comes to the business and your replies, sometimes you're replying 24 hours, 48 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and you think it's not a big deal. And that's if you're even replying at all. So this becomes not just a standard business issue. This is a cash leak problem. Your money is gone. And it's not gone because you're a bad business owner. It's gone because you're giving it away to your competition. My name is Jarrell. I'm the owner of Leadaifi, where we help businesses just like yours stop losing ready to buy customers by answering all of the inquiries that come in instantly, even those that come in when you're busy, maybe you're at work, or if you're asleep and it's after hours. Your real problem is not your ads, it's not your staff, it's just you're too slow. When business owners think that they're amazing at follow up, they'll say things like, oh, well, if they were serious, they'd call me back. Or, oh, if they were serious, they just fill out the form on my website. That wasn't meant for me. What's meant for me is not going to miss me. I've even heard if they really want my service, they'll wait. That's just like the same thing as you saying, I just don't want the sale. I don't want the booking. I don't want the client. I'm just going to continue to give things away to my competition. That is not your business running from systems or data or results. That is your business running and operating based off of feelings. So, what I want to make sure that I do the rest of the video is give you the exact steps to fix this problem in the next 24 hours without spending any extra money. So, let's say you're a venue owner and a bride fills out your form at 9:18 on a random Thursday night. And so she just found your page on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and she's hyped, right? She's planning, she's ready to book. But yeah, you know what you're doing. You're asleep, or you got that phone turned off because it's quality time for you and your wife or you and your husband. They send you an DM, but you know how it works. The DMs, they go to that other inbox, or they go to spam, or they go to promotions or whatever, because they're not on your friends list or vice versa. And then what she does, she goes and finds the next venue that actually responds. That is what's happening to you consistently. If you agree, or you see this all the time, or you think this is what's happening to you, definitely drop a comment down below. It's okay. Raise your hand and say, this is me. I need to fix this, or I'm going to implement the fix that I'm about to tell you. Now, what you're thinking is, well, this is just one person, but it's bigger than that. You see, you'll never hear from her again, but she's going to bring her friends, her cousins, her associates, coworker to her wedding, right? She's bringing all of these people and inviting all of these people. And you know what all of these people are to you? Potential customers. So now, what turned out to be, depending on what your prices are, your prices could be 7,500, 8,500 for weddings, depending on how big your venue is, or they can be as much as, 10, 15,000, 20,000. The amount of time that that person could have been a customer, it's completely out of the window because they went with the next venue, and all the referrals that they were going to give to you are also out of the window. So really, it's like you losing 3 clients or 4 or 5, depending on the event. And don't get me wrong, your page is great, your venue is great, your level of service is great, but you missed out because you're too slow. You missed out because you don't have a system in place. You missed out because you think that, oh, well, I got to hire this team. And, I can't really afford a team right now. I can't afford to pay someone full time, you know, 8 hours to work overnight. Or I can't afford to pay someone, $3,000 a month. That's why you missed out. I can't afford to pay someone, 60,000 a year to to work my venue full time, or 50,000 or 30,000 a year. So this is how it's actually supposed to work. So imagine that same bride fills out a form on your site, or even clicks a button, and that button takes them directly to a voice on the other end, and they're talking to that person at 9:18. You're off, you're doing what you got to do. You're with your husband, you're with your wife, whatever the case may be. You are unavailable, but your business is still operational. Your business is still able to take clients. Your business is able to take this booking because you have a system in place. So let's just even say you missed the call, and like the system missed the call. But within 3 seconds, that person gets an email, a text, and then they also get a phone call back. And that phone call back is the system just basically saying, hey, would you like to go ahead and book a tour? Or would you like to go ahead and start the process? But let's take out that third piece of contact and let's just focus on those two. Do you even have something in place right now to where somebody calls or somebody texts you, and within seconds, not you're reaching out and saying something, the generic, hey, we'll get back to you at our earliest convenience. No, it literally is a conversational message. Hey, what would you like to book, and how can we help you? And then after they get that message, if they don't reply, do you have something set up to then another message comes out? And then if they don't reply to that one, do you have something set up to where a call is placed to them? So she's replying, and the system is logging all of her answers. She ends up booking, and you wake up to a new booking. But remember, that one person is like three people. And this same rule applies no matter what your business is, whether you're a venue, whether you're a real estate agent, a coach or a consultant, or a home service pro. These same rules apply to you. And before you say it, oh, I don't want to bug people. I don't like bugging people, or that's too pushy, or that's this, or whatever. You're not bugging people. You're doing what they expect you to do. They reach out. It is your job to follow up with your customers. Say it with me. It is my job to follow up with my customers, not the customer's job to follow up with you. It is your job to get on the phone with them. It is your job to send them the emails. It is your job to send them the text messages. It's not chasing. This is business, because just like you are busy, come on, come in closer. So are they. Your clients and your customers, they are busy too. They have lives too. And so you following up with them, is you'll be surprised that they'll get on the phone with you after you reached out a couple times and say, hey, this was just a busy week for me. So I apologize. I got your messages, but this was just a busy week for me. So it's called respect. It's called sales. It's called the right thing to do, because this is the right thing to do in business. I've had clients tell me personally that before they met me, before I introduced them to this sort of system, that they weren't following up for 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, sometimes even 48 hours, or whenever they could, maybe even 3 days down the line. And you know what's so funny about this is that the majority of the people When I ran into those types of clients, the majority of the people were contacting them after 6, after 7. And you know why that happens is because people, like I just said, are busy just like you. They are at work just like you. So you may be working, the 8 to 10 hours in your business. They're at their job where on their lunch break, they're not thinking about, let me just call. They're thinking, well, all right, when I get off, maybe I'll just send them a quick DM because they found out about you probably by social media. And if they found out about you by word of mouth, they're calling. If they found out about you by social media, they're going to send you a DM or they're going to call. But it's a ranking order, like social media, probably a DM, then a call. And if referral or a website, more than likely going to be a call. And so you need to be able to respond to all of those channels instantly. The clients that weren't doing this or responding, in the 24 hours or the 72 hours or the 6 hours or the 8 hours, the majority of their people, again, like I mentioned, were coming overnight. So if 30 to 40% of your leads are coming in at night and you're not responding instantly to them, you're waking up to extremely cold leads that haven't even got any sort of contact. They have no idea what to do, and they've already moved on because your competition answered the night before. And so, what was the solution? Well, of course, we installed a system that within 3 to 7 days, they had new bookings. It wasn't a thing about adding to ad costs. It wasn't a thing about them having to give all these discounts. It was just speed. It was just instant. It was people call, the phone rings, someone answers. The system answers. People text, they get a text back. Conversations are held, they get bookings. And that's what it looks like, or that's at least what it's supposed to look like for your business. Because now you and I both know this, that attention spans are shorter than ever, and that there's an abundance of people popping up starting businesses. There are people starting new venues every single day. More and more people are becoming real estate agents. More and more people are becoming plumbers. More people are becoming coaches and consultants and selling digital products because this is important when it comes to digital products as well. There's not a space where speed isn't important regarding your customers. Your delivery, you responding instantly is the difference between you having that book calendar and you continuing on how you've been moving these last couple of months. So, since you know now that speed wins, the shift is extremely simple. You are not in a service based business environment, you are in a speed and trust environment. That is your business model, speed and trust. So, if you want trust, you have to respond quickly. And if you want speed, you're going to need some sort of automation, some sort of AI, some sort of system. Otherwise, you're going to always be chasing yesterday's money. So if you're watching this realizing, yep, that's me, you raising your hand like, yeah, he talking to me. I've been missing out on leads. And it's not that I'm not getting enough leads. I haven't been properly handling the ones that I get. Here's what I want you to do today. And it's only one thing. I want you to answer every phone call that comes into your business. Answer every phone call, answer every DM that comes into your business. So phone calls will be instantly, and every DM that comes in, I want you to answer it with a personalized message within 30 to 60 seconds or less. And if you can't do this, I want you to install a system that can, because you know from experience that if you continue to wait or if you have been waiting, they won't. You see the other venues and you're wondering, well, why are they thriving? You see the other agents and wonder, why are they thriving? You see the other home service pros. You see these other businesses thriving, the other coaches and consultants. You're wondering, why are they thriving and I'm not? Why is their calendar full and I'm not? You see your competition, you check them out. You know you do. And that is why. They're just faster than you. And they're faster than you because they were willing to adopt the systems and the tools that you're still fighting to adopt, or you still don't want to learn how to add into your business. So if you've been watching this video and you want to learn how you can install these same sorts of systems and install these same sort of systems for business owners, you can join my community. The link is down below. And if you are a service-based business owner and you're ready to stop losing those ready to buy customers and clients, and you want to start responding to all of your inquiries instantly, even the ones that come after hours, click the very first link in my bio and hop on a call with me on my team. And we just see kind of where you're at, what you need, what you're missing, and we go from there. So you can stop sending all that good money of yours to your competitors, and we can help you start getting your money back.